Okay, so I am going to do a really quick lecture. Shouldn't be more than like 3 or 4 minutes on how to make how to group your data in a pivot table. It appears as though I was on somebody else's computer and I was attempting to, on their Mac specifically, having an issue with grouping their data. And what was happening was I was highlighting all the data, so I made the entire pivot table. Except I wasn't highlighting it like that, but I was going like that and trying to go up here and say, hey, analyze group selection. And instead of this coming up, that's not what happened. What happened was, I'll show you exactly what happened. We highlighted this like this, and then we went, or this is what happened. Instead of it grouping like that, it would put it into a group like this. And that is not what we want to happen. So I was playing around with this a little bit, hoping that, this might be a workaround. If you just click on this, just one cell, I feel like there's a possibility that maybe Excel updated something, making it so that their previous thing of having to hover above there and click down to do the pivot table, I feel like that they may have done something different. So just click on one. And when you click on just one cell, you should be able to click on Group Field. And when you see Group Field 5 going to 60, or you can go, I want to start at 0 going to 60 by tens, and then it should put it in like that. And then you can always go, okay, right click on what it is that you want to be gone, right click, and then I want it to hide selected item. So now I've got, 0 to 60, but don't forget, we still have to do the equals to the k rule. Let's make sure that this is the right number of classes. 2 raised to the, let's see, there's 6. 2 raised to the 6th is 64, so maybe we should do 2 raised to the 8th. 2 raised to the 8th is 256. Let's see, so we've got a range of 60. Actually, let's find out. So we're going to analyze ungroup, and always click no. We don't want to replace anything. So we've got 5 up to 60. So we've got 60 equals 60 minus 5, which is going to give us 55. Then we do, remember, equals 2 raised to the 8th. So it's 256, so we need a total of 8 classes. So what's equals 55 divided by 8 is 6.875. So we might need 7 classes. So if we have, so right here, let's do this. We've got the range. We've got number of classes, which is going to be, you can do equals 256, so that way I know, okay, you need a total of 8 classes, and then or 2 raised to the 8th, so then each interval needs to be 6.875. So that gives us a choice. We can either go up to we can go down to 5, or we can go up to 10. So I think I'm going to go with 5. So I'm going to click on this, just click on 1, and I'm going to do analyze. And then I'm going to do group field, starting at 5, going to 60, and I am going to do it by increments of 5. And you're going to see it's a little prettier that way. Then I'm going to right click, I'm going to do filter, and I'm going to hide selected item. And last but not least, I'm going to do, this is not cumulative, I need to make this into cumulative. I'm going to right click on this and say, okay, show values as percent of running total. And so now this is cumulative percent, or if I wanted to, what will actually work better, show values as running total in, which will give you a total number. And so let's see here, let's make a pivot table, or a pivot chart. Design, let's see, analyze, pivot chart, and press OK. And so we actually have a frequency distribution, or better yet, a frequency polygon and a cumulative frequency polygon. We have both of them on the same chart, so we're actually able to see both of them at the exact same time, which is pretty cool. This is another really great use of frequency polygons. And if we were to do it with percentages, let's see what happens if we were to do it with percentages. Let's change it to show values as percent of running total. And so we're going to do that, and you'll see this is what it's going to look like. That's why we do not want to do a percent of running total, because it's a percent of running total is down there. Now, if we wanted to, there's something else that we could do. We could make a calculated column, and we could do a percent of running total multiplied by 100, which would actually give us, you know, the full amount. But the best way to do it, like I said, would actually be to show values as running total in, which once again, this isn't even something that you have to do. This is something that you can do for a little bit of extra credit, but yeah, kind of fun there. So hopefully that's a beneficial workaround for you. If that one still doesn't work, let me know. I really have no clue then if that doesn't work, because up until now everything's worked. Let me do this. Once again, you click on this and you should be able to click on group field. And